Hi, welcome to What's Cooking. I'm Lisa Glickman. Today we're going to be working with some tuna, and tuna isn't just for sushi. Today we're going to make an amazing sandwich that's great for a casual lunch or a light dinner. We're going to be making a rare ahi tuna sandwich with a spicy Asian slaw and a ginger wasabi mayo. I mean, it's going to be amazing. So the first thing I'm going to do is start to make my spicy slaw. So in this pan I have some vegetable oil, just regular canola oil or vegetable oil. You want an unflavored oil, and a little teaspoon, about a teaspoon of sesame oil. So we're letting that heat up, and when it heats up, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of Szechuan peppercorn and 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Now the Szechuan peppercorn has a real astringent spice to it, and the white pepper is really nice for adding a different spice than black pepper. It's a little bit more clear. So when this heats up, we're going to add that and look at it sizzle, and that's exactly what we want. So we're just going to let that sizzle just for about a minute, and then in here I have some soy sauce. I actually have 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of rice vinegar and about a tablespoon of sugar. So in that goes. And when this gets all nice and hot, and you can really smell that pepper, you can smell the peppercorns and the white pepper, we're going to take this hot oil and we're going to add it right to this soy sauce. And we want it to bubble up like that because we're looking for it to be a nice, spicy, hot dressing that we're going to add to our slaw. So back here, you grab a spoon to mix that around a little bit. You just want to make sure that the sugar's kind of melted. And then back here I just have some regular coleslaw mix. You can use Savoy cabbage or regular cabbage. You could add some green onion if you'd like. But the idea is that this warm dressing is going to wilt this slaw. So I'm going to add a little bit of this dressing right here. And the longer this sits, obviously, the better, because you're really going to get a lot of flavor. So this is what we're going to use for kind of the lettuce on our sandwich. Now the next component that we're going to do is just a ginger wasabi mayonnaise. So here I have just some regular ginger, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of wasabi. You can add as much or as little as you like. I happen to like it spicy, so I'm going to add quite a bit. And then here I have some ginger. This is actually the ginger that they sell at the grocery store in the tubes. This is a great time to use something like this. I usually like to use fresh ginger if it's in a marinade or something, but when you want it really smooth in a mayonnaise like this, then that ginger is really great to use. So we mix that in, and that's all there is to that. We have our ginger wasabi mayonnaise. Now, we're going to cook our tuna. So here we have, set this aside, so here we have some ahi tuna. Now ahi tuna, you want to make sure, especially since we're cooking it rare like this, that you get it as fresh as possible. So go someplace that you know that the fish is really fresh. You want it to look moist and pretty like this. And if you have any questions at all, just ask to smell it. Put it on a plate and smell it. Make sure that it's as fresh as you want it to be. So we've got this steak here, and I'm going to go ahead and split it in half because this would make a really big sandwich. So we split this tuna steak, so we have 2. And this will make your tuna go a lot further too, because it's it's expensive, so you need it to go as far as you possibly can. So I'm going to turn up this burner here and get it really nice and hot. And the idea with this tuna is that it's just going to cook for just a second, just a second on either side. The bun that we're using today is an olive oil roll that is from a brand new bakery here in town called Baked. It's over off of Galveston, over near Hutch's the bike place. These guys are amazing. They're doing everything by hand, and these rolls are like the best rolls you will ever taste. They do pastries and bread all by hand. It's amazing. Check them out, Baked Bakery. Okay, now that our pan is nice and hot, we're going to take our tuna, and I just want to put a little bit of salt on it, just a little touch of salt, just to flavor it just a little bit. We've got all the flavorings going on in our slaw and our mayonnaise and all that, so we want to make sure that we don't over-season the fish. So we literally are going to cook this fish. We want that really nice sizzle. We're literally just going to cook this fish for about 20 seconds per side. If you like it more cooked, then you can certainly do that. So let's set up our sandwich. Take one of these great rolls. See, that's all it takes on this side. That's as long as you want to cook it, just for a second. Put on our slaw. some of this delicious wasabi mayonnaise. Oh, man, that looks good. And our fish is done. This is what we're looking for, a really rare tuna. Look how pretty that is. And that is one beautiful sandwich. You're going to love this. I'm Lisa Glickman. You can find me at my website, lisaglickman.com. And I'm the homegrown chef in every issue of 1859 magazine. It's on newsstands and at 1859oregonmagazine.com, where you can find these recipes under food and drink, then click Homegrown Chef.